Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Salute, class. Nasty chick right there. I know the sound was kind of off. The sound might have been off, guys. Did y'all hear that right there? The sound might have been off, but you can only imagine what went down, guys. Come on in the class, guys. Welcome to the Righteous Fair. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense. And we is not going to complicate it, guys. So today, guys, we got this is why women are losing to feminism. Also, guys, men, we win in the end, guys. And today, I brought a video with me that I need y'all to peep. Yeah, I need y'all to watch this with me, guys. I need y'all because my mentor, you know what I mean? I'm a student of the game. Everybody has a teacher. My mentor, he breaks it down the best way possible. So, yeah, you couldn't hear nothing, right? My bad, Kim. It's the audio on that. But I'm glad because they probably would have blocked my video if y'all could have heard what went down on there. But you know, the obvious, you know, you know, you know what I mean? But again, guys, today we're gonna talk about the effects that feminism have on the women. Y'all know feminism, guys. That's that devil's plan, the devil's plan, bro. Satanic plan to ruin everything, to destroy everything that's righteous, everything that's holy. So when you hear feminism in this live, just remember that's the spiritual war. It ain't even about man versus woman, guys. It's about good versus evil, guys. You know what I mean? And remember, it's so many of women. It's more women than it is men. So you got more women working with the devil. And at the end of the day, they don't care about each other, guys. So we're gonna talk about it today, guys. We're gonna talk about what feminism did. We're gonna also talk about why men win in the end. So please stop simping. Please stop simping. Save your money. Save your money, yo. Stop simping, bro. Know what I mean? Let's go. Let's get straight down to business, y'all. Salute. Salute to all my sisters with sense that always checking for Mr. Goodbread. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Word. Let's talk about it.
Get ready with me to tell my best friend that her baby daddy is my baby daddy. My best friend's daughter is 7 years old, and we have been best friends for about 11 years. I always hated my best friend's baby daddy, and I told her that he wasn't any good. I feel like she never listened to me, and I guess over time he kind of grew on me, but I never let her know that. I always wanted a happy family, and I see how good he treated her. So I guess you could say I wanted the same thing. But my dating life wasn't going that good, and one day I decided to go out. To my surprise, my friend's baby daddy was there, and he was the only person I knew. So we kind of just talked. And one thing led to another. We decided that it was best not to tell her. So we kept this going for about 1.5 years. I told my best friend I was pregnant, but when she asked who the baby daddy was, I told her it was like a one-night stand type of thing. But she's my best friend, so it's like, how long am I going to continue lying to her? I feel like it's a good idea to tell her today. Honestly, it's not that I don't think he's a good man, but I just don't think he's the man for her. My best friend knows I care about her, and I would never do anything to harm her. I did tell him, like, he should just, leave her first, and then I tell her, but he's acting like he doesn't want to leave, so I'm just going to have her leave him. And then he'll realize that the only option he has is to be with me and raise our kids together. You don't even have a man, so don't worry about me taking my best friend man. But my best friend does know how to fight, so I really appreciate y'all can wish me luck in the comments. But even if she beat me up, that's still not gonna get her man back, so.
Then she should whip your whole ass, yo. She should whip your whole ass. But they do it to each other, guys. We just collateral damage, guys. We just collateral damage. We need to step out the way, guys. Move out the way, and let them just do what they're gonna do to each other, man. Cause it really be like that, man. You know what I mean? Sisters with sense, be careful, y'all. You see, these chicks is trifling. Make sure you're not caping for one of these sisters, yo. Make sure you're not guarding feminism for one of these sisters right here. Whew. Hope God with her. Salute to my guy, my mentor, Anthony Spade. Let's get it.
I don't need a man phase ends, right? That's what we're going to be talking about today. But one, this is what you have to understand about a feminist woman. She's ultimately going to end up alone. All right? She's going to end up alone because she is not attracted to feminist men. I'm going to say it again. A feminist woman is not attracted to a feminist man.
That don't mean she will not use him. So you guys are like, no, but they always picking this type, this type. They really don't pick them type. They allow those type to believe that they pick them and then they use them. All right, guys, don't get it twisted. Women chase what they want. Women don't charge what they like. You know what I mean? The niggas that you see getting used, and they don't really desire them.
Because a feminist man is too weak for her. A guy that's willing to go along with her every word is weak to a man. Is weak to a woman. Women are always seeking leadership. They're always seeking a man that's going to be combative with her and that can outsmart her with the truth. As long as men are continuously being feminists and she starts to date feminists, the more she's going to end up alone, because a real feminist man is not the type of man that a woman wants. It's the type of man they need as a soldier. That's the type of guy that they need to enhance their words. In other words, it's like, I really want to argue with Anthony Spade, but I can't by myself. So let me get my male feminist friend to argue with him.
And you seen that, guys, when the little dummy came over here, the Femi from the chat came over here, and then she called herself trying to tag one of my posts with the little dummy J, the big JX dummy dude. That's what he's talking about, you know what I mean?
To help push our agenda. This is how they grab the homosexuals to join them, the trans to join them, all these other LGBT groups to join them in order for them to gain power. But in the process of gaining power, everyone that they use to help push their agendas together, they really don't have any respect for. A feminist woman doesn't want to be known as a lesbian, and a lesbian doesn't want to be known as a feminist, but yet they both stand for equal rights. But at the same time, if you talk to a lesbian, she'll tell you, people mistake us for feminists all the time, and we're not feminists. And feminists are always going to back up the fact that they're not a lesbian, right? But they both promote equality. They're both promoting empowerment. So the men that they attract are weaker vessels of men. And being in a relationship with a weak man that a woman doesn't love is more depressing to her. It's depressing for a woman to be with someone that she had to settle for. And this is why a lot of guys fall into that trap of a woman that's settling, is because you start to think that all the smooth, nice stuff you're doing is working, but she's just keeping you there in order to keep from feeling lonely. All right. A lot of feminist women are going to attempt to do this with a feminist man until they find themselves with a man who is not strong as them. Being around a man who cries more than you, who complains more than you, who's moody like you, is a complete turnoff to a woman. So this is why at the end of the day, regardless of what comes out of a feminist's mouth, she will.
That's why I tell you dudes, if you up there trying to attract a female on social media and you putting all that red pill shit out there and you haven't gotten a female, so you're not really doing it to help the next generation because you really got to care about your likability, then you need to stop, because it make you look weak. You can't tell women and show women actions. Actions speak. You know what I mean? Actions speak. Same way I tell the modern woman, ma'am, you can't tell me who you want to be or who you are when your actions gonna show me who exactly you is. It's the same thing with us fellas, yo. It's the same thing with us.
Will end up alone. Most of them won't even have pets because they've forgotten how to love. Most feminists are just going to learn how to work hard. They're going to be hard workers. They're going to work the 80 hours a week at their job. They're going to be proud to show you what they bought. They're going to say, look at my new Jeep, or look at my new Mercedes Benz, or look at my new BMW.
And that's what makes them so mad when they run into alpha males and sigma males, because them dudes is working as hard naturally, so they don't care that you working. You know what I mean? Like, you're a homie now. Now we can be friends, but you can't be my girl. And it ain't got shit to do with grown women pressure or anything like that. Two people don't need to be the same in a relationship. You need a positive energy and a negative energy to get that car to start. You can't get that car to start with two positives or two negatives. It's not going to happen.
Mainly trucks. They're going to buy a lot of trucks. I'm going to tell you this right now. A lot of trucks are going to buy, a lot of feminists are going to buy those Wranglers. They're going to buy Range Rovers. They're going to buy Benzes. They're going to buy them BMWs. And that's all they're going to have to show for their hard work. So the feminist is going to lose, because as she develops this tough exterior of being a boss chick and I don't need a man and women's rights and all this, what she's not realizing is you're creating an aura that's not going to be attractive to a man. And the reason why it's not going to be attractive to a man is because we're just not interested in the same things as women are interested when it comes to men. No matter what a woman says. I told a woman 2 days ago, I said, listen, you can go get all these achievements. You can go get all these certificates. You can go do all these things that make you feel good inside. But at the end of the day, a man is only going to care about your looks and submissiveness, regardless of how you slice it. You don't want a stupid, pretty woman to come up behind you and outdo you because she learned what's going on. All these trying to compete with a man is only going to have you acting like a man and by yourself. A lot of them will attempt to go to the other side, but once they go to the other side and they see how domestic it is on the other side, it's going to be hard for them to come back. So before we get started, understand, feminists are going to ultimately lose and be alone in the end. Now, how is that going to build up? All right, it's going to be built up based off of how she reacts to men. I'm going to say it again. It's going to be based off of how she reacts to men. When it comes to red pill men and it comes to feminist women, the difference is a lot of red pill guys know the knowledge, but you don't orchestrate this in real life. What do I mean? When you walk out and you go places in life, you're not really blaming women for anything. All right? You understand that there are feminist women out there. You understand that women are combative, but you're not that combative with other women even after knowing the knowledge. No matter how much red pill knowledge you learn, you're just not going to go walk around women and pretend that the women are bad. Men are just not going to do that because men have a natural attraction to women. But on the other hand, when it comes to women and it comes to feminists that learn what they learn about feminism and women empowerment, they start to believe that every man is sexist. All right? That's one of their biggest problems. They're going to think every man that says hello to them is trying to sleep with them. Every man that tries to help them out.
And mind you, that's childhood trauma. That's something that they mama installed in them. That ain't got shit to necessarily do with what a man did to them. Granted, sometimes the mama did not protect them and they did get touched by a family member. But again, they will never blame their mama and they will always blame the outside nigga. The nigga that ain't got shit to do with it. The nigga that inherit the trauma.
Is trying to sleep with them. Every man that's trying to be nice to them is trying to sleep with them. This is why you have so many girls that are going into the gym and they're making these videos because it's their cheat code. They know that they can lure the man in, bending over. They can lure the man in, just doing pretty much anything, taking their clothes off, and a man's gonna look and she's just gonna assume that guy wants to sleep with me. That guy wants to do this. That guy wants to be this with me. They're assuming every man is a predator. And they can utilize how they feel about a man in real time. A man can't utilize what he feels about a woman in real time because you don't constantly have women trying to get with you. You don't constantly have women throwing themselves in front of you. You don't constantly have women saying, hey, what's your name? It's not like that with a woman. When a woman's being pumped with feminism and she's around her friends, she's at school, she's around grandma, she's around auntie, and all the girls are pumping her up with this, when she's not around them, she takes everything that they said with heat. So what she does is every guy that she talks to, she has to be combative. She has to go on a date.
You gotta remember the fight gonna always be, remember I told y'all what society and what the influence, the environment is pumping to them. That's the unnatural, and what their biology is kicking and telling them. At the end of the day, no matter what society is pumping, no matter who tell them, they are girls, they are women. So their biology, the shit God gave them, gonna always flare up. And that's where the mental illness be coming, because that shit is confusing. They conflicted, like in their mind, they a girl, they know they a woman, but then society telling them, yo, say you don't need a man. But your biology telling you like, damn, my coochie throbbing.
The only time having a boyfriend is worth it
is when
he is able to fully support you and pay all your bills. I said it.
Yeah, you said it. But wouldn't it just be so much easier to admit that one is broke and can't actually handle being an adult and paying one's own bills?
He's not your husband. If you're gonna be a girlfriend to someone, he needs to be paying all your bills. Otherwise, why is he there? What is his purpose?
Well, I could think of several reasons, actually, but what do I know?
If he's not, he's just a boyfriend. Meaning if he leaves you, and a boyfriend is not a legal title.
Congratulations for figuring that part out.
If he leaves you and promises you marriage, leaves you with nothing, you get nothing.
At least they understand the basics.
But if he's paying all your bills, you're able to save money, you're able to invest into businesses that you want to do. If he leaves you, you're leaving with something else at the end of it.
Another example of a strong, independent woman who can stand on their own 2 feet. Not at all a gold digger.
But to date a guy and be someone's girlfriend for free?
Is it just me, or is some women completely lost when it comes to actually understanding what the concept of dating is?
Being someone's girlfriend is not worth it, okay? No. If you're gonna be a girlfriend, he needs to be paying a bill or two. These bills are due. I'm not usually anyone's girlfriend, but I'll make that exception for you if you're willing to pay some bills. If you're willing to pay a bill or two.
I can just imagine all the men running to that woman's profile to take advantage of that situation. Right.
How do you feel about women empowerment? How you feel about this? How you feel about that? Oh, why is this guy like this? This guy is saying like that. See, when women get brainwashed, it's terrible because they can orchestrate their hate. Men can't orchestrate their hate because they don't have enough women to orchestrate it on. So majority of the red pill that you learn is just going to stay within yourself. It's going to stay within these groups online. In real life, there are no red pill guys that meet up together. It just doesn't work that way. You don't ever hear a guy says, oh, I'm finna go hang out with my red pill friends. I'm about to go hang out with my red pill friends. It's not like that. When it comes to females would tell themselves, I'm about to go hang out with the girls and we're bad bitches. We don't need a man. We don't need this. They're going to do that because when the brainwashing starts, it's easy for it to pass and transition through the weaker vessel. It's easier to convert 100 women into being feminists.
Congratulations, you learned the new word. That was trending like 2 years ago. You're projecting. What does that mean? Can you type it in there? Type it in there and let us know. Let us all know what is your definition of projecting. All right? Congratulations, you're a dummy.
Than it is to convert 100 men into being red pill. And I'm going to explain to you why. And the reason why is because most guys will not be red pill until they get their heart broke.
And that's a fact. Pete Jones, how is he mad that he don't got no red pill friends? When he teaching you beta males and you incels, simp niggas, how to not be awkward, how not to do stuff like this. How about you sit and intake it? It's fucking with you right now, right? Because it ain't that simp entertainment. It's not that simp shit that you thought you was clicking in my thumbnail for, right?
Real talk. Most guys would not get the red pill, would not understand the red pill. He would go against the red pill. Whatever the red pill says is bad. He will go through that phase until he gets hurt. Once a man gets hurt, then that's when he starts to think about the red pill. That's when he starts thinking the woman's nature. And believe it or not, a man most of y'all didn't even go right into red pill. You didn't know what it was. You went into, why is this girl acting like this? Let me Google it. Why women doing this? Let me Google it. Let me Google it. Just got out of a bad relationship. Let me Google it. You start off with dating advice, and then it leaks into red pill. But women don't start off with dating advice.
Yo, it's triggering. I know it's triggering because he's digging into your psychology. You thought you was going to hide that. You thought you was going to pretend that we didn't know that you're not really red pill activated. You might be red pill aware, but you're not activated. What's taking you so long to activate this drink, man? Pete, brother Pete, take your hand off your meat, Jones, and answer that. My brother that's projecting, answer that. What's taking you long to activate the stuff that you watch every single day faithfully? You got 9 channels. You subscribe to 9 red pill channels, bro. And what's taking you so long to activate that? You still got to beat the meat. You got 9 quality red pill channels, MGTOW channels, black pill channels, whatever it is you like. What's taking you so long to activate it?
start off with women empowerment. They start off with feminism because that's something that's already taught in school. That's already taught amongst the teachers. That's already taught online. That's like part of the...
Pete the Meat is a girl. Pete the Meat is a girl. She's a feminist. Pete the Meat is a feminist. And it startled her that she can't hide behind that mask. That little Pete the Meat, you don't gotta be here. You see, that's the mental illness in you. That you're gonna sit on a channel that is triggering you, that ain't forced upon you. Use a dummy. Congratulations. Like I said, you are a dummy. And I didn't even know you, but I can tell I know you.
The aura that's going on. So with women being the weaker vessel and being extremely emotional, it's easy to get them all under one playing field. You have to understand, the world changed because of how women change. The world hasn't changed because of how men change. Men have changed for the worse because they became weaker. And once they became weaker, they lost all ambition to be competitive as a man, to want to grow as a man.
Because hypergamy is all messed up now. It's no reason to be the man anymore because the prize is weak. The reward for being a great dude is trash. That shit trash. What you gonna win? What you win? An American modern woman? Congratulations. We don't want that.
But when it comes to a woman, all she's been done is placed inside of a room, and she's been placed around other women who are emotional, and women relate to each other emotionally. So one thing you're going to notice about feminism is filled with a whole bunch of women who have never been hurt before. It's filled with a whole bunch of women who have never had any problems with guys.
And that's why they be like, who hurt you? When they ask that dumbass, who hurt you? Because they don't know. They really don't know, guys. They really don't know. So don't feel no way.
It's always the ugliest, fattest, most unattractive woman that's telling you some guy has harassed her because he said hello. Their brainwashing is different because they can actually feel pain for situations that they did not even live in or have even been through. A woman would drive past a crime scene and starts to cry if she sees something bad because she can relate to it emotionally. So you have to understand that when women brainwash has happened, they've taken on the pain of other women, traumatized situations that they never lived out. So when the feminism brainwashing kick in, they automatically hate men. They'll take the nicest guy in the world and paint him out to be a monster just so she feels like she's getting back at all the other girls that been through pain. That's what you have to understand. She'll see, oh my God, this girl got cheated on by her husband and he did her wrong. And this girl over here got beat up by her boyfriend. And this girl over here caught her man with somebody. So we're going to find this weak dude and we're going to make him pay for what all the other guys have done. That's what feminism has done to women.
Because if I don't set my standard, the standard won't be set. Because if I'm asleep, how can I be woke? Yes. Because if I don't fall, how will I get up? Because if it's not in front of you, then it's already behind you. That's a bar. Because if I don't get right, then I'm gonna get left. Because if I don't swim through it, I'll drown in it. Because if I don't...
Because they can constantly lash out onto men because men are constantly trying to be around them. Men are constantly trying to approach them. So one way she's going to end up alone is that once she starts to think that all men are sexist, She would no longer know how to interact with a man in a loving way. When women are programmed to be something, it's hard for them to break it. You cannot turn a whore into a housewife. You can't. Their emotions and how they perceive life is completely different. So,
single mom. Of course I chose a man to leave me during my pregnancy because I wanted the added responsibility of taking care of one human by myself. God, I love hard work. I'm a black single mom. Of course we just want to lock our kids in the room, eat crab legs with our homegirls, and drink Casamigos. I'm a black single mom. Of course I wear my bonnet everywhere, especially when I go begging to the defects office for food assistance and Medicaid. I'm a black single mom. Of course the goal is always to be on Section 8 because we don't really want to pay bills anyway. I'm a black single mom. Of course the $37 in child support I get is going to cover my bills, my hair, my nails, and your child's needs as well. I'm a black single mom. Of course I get mad when black men tell me I'm going to die alone as single mom because they're all going overseas to find a wife that's submissive, puts them first, and plays dumb while they're cheating on them.
feminism, once she sees a man as a sexist, then men are going to be sexist to her for the rest of her life. That's the difference. A lot of you guys, you're red pill, but your red pill is a defense mechanism. The moment you guys are comfortable, you start getting your money right, you're going to start to think.
Yo, I tell him that all of the time, Ace, man. I tell him that all of the time. It's a lot of content creators that's just using this shit as a defense mechanism. Soon as they find a little raggedy chick in they chat and they run off and play Let's Pretend with, we ain't gonna hear nothing from them. You're gonna see 9 months ago, that's the last time they went live. 10 months ago, that's the last time they put a video out. Sad shit, bro. Get activated, fellas. I wouldn't give a fuck if only 2 people hear this live and get activated. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? The rest of you with the know-it-all helmet on that's still losing, y'all already know.
Kind of differently. You're going to go into more purple pill with a red pill mindset. It's not like that with a feminist. A feminist can't come out of a feminist phase and then go back into a submissive phase. She can't do that. The moods have been changed. She's completely lost that structure of living, which is why their safe zone is always with another woman. Understand that. Feminists are going to hang around another woman until the fights break out. And then she's going to revert back to something else. But she's going to ultimately end up alone, because once all guys become sexist to her, then she's going to think all men have an.
Yo, Curtis, that's on fire right there, B. I gotta hit you. I gotta give you a I gotta give Curtis an ad-lib, man. Chat, what ad-lib we gonna give Curtis, yo? Cause that's a fact. That's 100% fact. That is the end. That's it. That's it right there. That's all that matters to me. I care nothing about my likableness. Nigga, the world can hate me because I got mad love. I got all my love pieces together. So I'm not in search or in need of anything. So I could come here and tell the truth. Don't care who I piss off. You know what I mean? We gonna hit him with a, you know what I mean? Goddamn it, money bowl. We gonna hit him with a money bowl, right?
You wasn't hate when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck the son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his ass. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want, look. All you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddammit talking about preach it, preacher, preach it, preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker.
Oh, man.
agenda to hurt her, and that curse will follow her for the rest of her life. All right, next. Feminists are going to lose because the men think that the women don't need them anymore. This is the biggest curse. And the reason why it's the biggest curse is because, truthfully, down in a man's heart, every man don't want to be rich. Every man wants to be with a girl. Most men goals in life is to be with a woman, is to be married. That's what most guys' ultimate goals are. Most guys' ultimate goals are not to get rich. Only a small percentage of people are going to wake up every day and have that work ethic to want to grind and grind and grind till you get rich. And
it's a fact, guys. I tell you this all the time. Everybody not going to be no alpha male, no Ephesian 5 male. Everybody not going to get to be that. You know what I mean? But you're going to be the best at what it is you're going to be. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be a simp. Know that. You ain't got to be a simp.
And the grind to get rich is a hard grind that requires a lot of work ethic, a lot of thinking, and a lot of mental abuse to the man. A lot of mental abuse to anybody. Aiming for a type of money and riches requires a certain type of work ethic and structure. Everybody is not born to do it, but yet everybody would tell you that's what they want. That ain't what's going on in real life. All right?
Yeah, if I told you how many people have a YouTube channel compared to how many people have a successful, thriving, booming, really getting money channel, you'd be surprised, bro. It's very hard. It's very hard to be successful, bro. Niggas can. That's why so many people faking it. Cause it's way easier to just fake it. Buy a couple things, buy the things that make you look wealthy when you're not even rich. But activate this knowledge, guys. Activate it now, y'all. Remember, do not take that condom off, bro. Remember where the doo-doo is, y'all. Remember where the doo-doo is.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says, she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
In real life, when it comes to guys, you want to be married. You want to have a wife. And you want to have kids. Majority of men want that because you don't have the option to have multiple women. That's a certain type of guy itself. So when you
and that right there is a hustle in its own. That's a whole nother life. Cause did you peep it? I hope it ain't go over your head. That's how the trap. That's why the trap is. That's why they trap y'all into these monogamous relationships, and they shame y'all for y'all natural ability to do whatever the fuck you want to do, as long as you protect your seed. As long as you protect your seed, because you ain't fruitful. So don't go screwing that Bible. Don't go screwing that Bible quote with up, because you got to be fruitful first. You got to be established before you go spreading your seed. You gonna spread your seed in a cornfield, nigga. You know what I mean? Be fruitful first, so that you know the seed you plant come from a great source. You know what I mean?
You have majority of guys that are looking at their life like, man, I just want to be married. I just want to have some kids. And then society says, no, the women are combative. In order for you to be married, you have to be a weak man. You have to become a slave. You have to be all this crap. Men lose focus. So men lose hope. Once they lose hope in a marriage, there's no reason for you to work now, because if you don't plan on being married, you plan on taking care of yourself. When you stop and think about taking care of yourself, it doesn't require that much money. That's what's going on with a lot of guys now. And you can't be mad at men that really don't want to work and become successful, because it doesn't require that much money for you to live as a man.
That's a fact, guys. Women got the pink tax. We don't got the pink tax. And salute to little sister Meninja. She my biggest fan. What's going on, my ninja? Niggas is crazy. But yeah, women got the pink tax, guys. For those of y'all that don't know what the pink tax is, we'll do a video again, and I'll explain to you how women are forced to buy. One single man can live off bare minimum. A single woman have to spend in our community, in our American culture, in our society. And not only do they have to spend, they got some things that are extrally priced higher for them. Take your girl clothes to the cleaners. Take your girl little ass shirt to the cleaners, and you take a big ass shirt to the cleaners, and see the difference, guys. It's called the pink tax. We gonna get into that though, but that's a whole nother video. But yeah, they need a man, bro. They need a man because they gonna forever be in debt, bro. They gonna forever be in debt, bro. These are just facts.
Men are simple creatures. We don't need the same amount of stuff as women. Women need clothes. They need jewelry. They need to be talked to. They need makeup. Women constantly need millions of things to be happy. A guy needs sex and food and something to do for the day. That's it. That's all a man needs. Sex, food, and something to do for the day. So when he's not dating, that removes the sex. He's back to jerking off, and his life is pretty much complete. Guys can survive off of jerking off, eating food, and doing something constructive. This is why so many guys are playing video games, eating food, and jerking off, because guess what? That's the only thing a man really needs to be happy. We don't need clothes. We don't need jewelry. We don't need to always be changing. We don't need makeup. We don't need 1,000 people around us. We don't need none of that. And that's the part that women are not getting, is that once you convince a man that you don't need him anymore, then men have stopped trying to be the guy that you think you're going to need. That's what it is. Women think that with them pushing these agendas, it's supposed to make men work harder and go against the grain. It doesn't. All it's done is just push men further away. So now women have less guys that are approaching them. And the little young ones that are getting in the gym that are feminist hyper, they're the ones pulling out their cameras trying to make a big deal on TikTok and all that. That's going to come back and haunt them. That's the sad part. The younger girls are taking these agendas and they're trying to make themselves feel important by trying to play a victim to stuff. And the shit is getting out of line. Granted, it's mainly these white girls, because you don't see other coaches of women doing this. You don't see black women doing this. You see the white girls doing all this shit inside of these gyms, because it's still their movement at the end of the day. But when it's all said and done, these little TikTok videos of women doing this and TikTok videos of women talking about they sucking dick, eating booty holes, and they like it nasty, and they done slept with 60 guys, and then they're saying, I don't need a man. This is what's going to keep feminists alone, is your slutty friends that are devaluing and degrading themselves, along with your combativeness, makes women ultimately look like they're not, how can I say, cherished at all. They look too manly. They look too running free and running wild, going against the grain. So it's kind of like what men used to respect in women have now being considered bad. It's sad when being a respectable woman is looked down on. It's when the value that men like has been taken away. That's one of the main reasons that women are going to be suffering, is due to the fact that men feel like you don't need them anymore. So when they get around 35,
we set the measuring yard. We set the measuring stick. So them telling us they don't need us removes the measuring stick. So what y'all doing it for? Ultimately, you can't turn yourself into a shit sandwich if we telling you we don't eat shit. But you telling us, yo, here, I'm going to put lettuce on it. And we like, but we don't eat shit. I'm going to put tomatoes on it. We don't eat shit. And then y'all getting mad because we telling y'all we don't eat that, which y'all turned yourself into.
45 years old, one thing that they are going to notice is that there's no men around. That's why when you go to TikTok, you see so many 40-year-olds talking about how tough dating at 35 and 40 is. You're right. At that age, a man has fully started to look at you as a sex object. That's what women are not understanding. You don't get in a relationship and you get to the point where you're old and you don't have a man. Every man that you meet, that she meets, is going to automatically assume that she's a sex object because he's going to think something is wrong with her. He's going to say, why isn't she married? Why she go through this? Why she been going through this? Why she go through that? She may luck up and find a guy that's getting out of a divorce. You know, those guys are easier to date. But for the common guy out there, he's just going to be looking at her as a sex object. So she'll never get a husband because she makes men feel like they don't need him. All right, next one is.
We're going to smash tomorrow night and then we're going to move on. That's how it is. That's what greatness is. We don't sit in it. We're worried about the next goal.
Going to be anti-feminist men changes her moods. All right. That's one of the biggest things that's going to keep feminist women single is the simple fact and alone it's because guys that don't go along with her agenda makes her really mad.
We ain't going.
And when it comes to feminists, they develop this narcissism amongst them that have them brainwashed into thinking that the pain that women have went through back in the day is justified for today, and it's not justified. So a lot of guys believe that women are empowered. They believe like, all right, women are strong. Like with me, I believe women can do things. I grew up with my mother being in the military. So I grew up looking at a strong woman every single day. So I know that women can work, women can do those things. But when you're fighting as if you've never been allowed to work, you've never been allowed to do anything, when you're fighting for something that really hasn't been prevalent in society, in modern day society, then that's when guys that don't go along with the old school way of thinking is going to make her mad because they're living reality. You have to understand, feminism is only used in arguments and debates. It doesn't exist in real life because in real life it's really not needed. You're not going. Society doesn't go to feminists to do anything. There's nothing.
You gotta understand, right? There's positivity, and then there's reality, right? A lot of y'all mix it up. And the women, that is, a lot of modern women mix those two up. And they think positivity is a lie to them, or tell them what they want to hear so that they can feel good. I mean, feelings and positive vibes don't have nothing to do with anything, bro. Positivity and reality. I'ma always be in the reality. So if your reality is not truth, then you negative. You not as positive, or you don't want positivity as much as you think you want positivity. Understand that.
You're gonna call a woman up to do nothing. And feminists are not getting that. Like, you're arguing, men don't want this, women need to do this, women need, okay, we let you do everything. But what does a man call you up for besides sex and food? That's the thing that we're looking at. Where are you getting ready to go? Where are you gonna go with this feminism? Like, where are you taking this feminism? It's like they're trying to prove a point to society to change, but at the end of the day, the change for women is not necessity. Like, we don't need it. If all the women were to start to think like men, we don't need you. Like, what do we need a feminist for? That's what a lot of these women are not understanding. So a lot of men are not going to be going along with the program. The man that she's going to be attracted to is not going to go along with her feminist program because he sees himself as the dominant one that wants to lead. But feminists believe that there could be two leaders in one house, but their feminism is just part of their psyche. They're tricking themselves into thinking that they can be equal with a man, and that life is not going to stop till they're equal with a man. But it's like, all right,
guys, remember, going back to what we said in the intro, it's all spiritual. That's the Lilith spirit right there, where she thinks she's equal to the man because God created her from the same material that he created us from. I mean, he created her second, he created her after us, but she not the from the rib chick. She never was from the side chick. You know what I mean? She was from the same turf. So she thinks she equal, guys. That's all that is. That's that I'm the prize. You know how these chicks think I'm the prize? They think they the prize, bro. They think it's them, man, child. I don't know where they place God at, but I know they place them first. So yeah, that's why I just left God out. We know the order is God, man, woman, child, but they on some whole other shit, bro.
What defines equality in a man? When we go and look at men versus women on Survivor, we saw who won. The guys were able to get their food, they were able to hunt, they were able to survive on the island, and the women damn near starved out to where they had to stop the show, and the producers had to come over and give them blankets and food and stuff. So it shows you at the end of the day, when times get hard, who is a woman going to go to? She's going to go to a man for backup. But letting her believe that she could be the survivor and she could be the dominant one is where they're trapped. It's like they're trapped inside of a fairy tale that really doesn't exist. And any guy that doesn't go along with her fairy tale is considered bad. Feminism leads women to depression, period. And I see it all the time, especially in the Black community. I've seen so many single women at 45, 50. You got your house, you got the nice job, you got a nice car, bank account is filled up, but you're going home alone.
Like, y'all want people to get up and get out the house and go put money into a day where y'all don't even value mothers. Y'all don't value them. Y'all treat them like shit. There's no resources. They don't give a fuck. You go to work and your kid gets sick and now you can't go back to work. Who came up with this shit? Who came up with this shit? Who came up with this shit?
That's it. Then they go down to the church and get some handyman to come by their house and fix something for cheap, and then he out there trying to flirt with them. That's the end game for them. It's trying to figure out why I never been in love, why I couldn't be in a relationship, because I've been brainwashed into thinking that men were the problem and they wasn't. All right, next. This is a big one. And I've said it already, but men have become afraid to talk to women.
Will you please stop balling up and folding up as though we can't even figure out what it is? It's going to be $1 just laid out in there. It's all right. It won't hurt our feelings. We had to go to Family Dollar and buy iron. To iron out all the dollars because we can't even tell what they are. I work in the trustee ministry, and we're trying to go to Golden Corral too. By the time we iron out all the dollars, everything is closed. And we don't even cook on Sunday no more. So just lay it in the plate. It's still going to be $1. Amen? Come on, y'all. Let's just get along. Come on. Help us out. Because we ushers. We ushers. Amen? We're here to serve you.
They become afraid. And the guys that are trying to talk to women, right? The women are kind of aggravated that these guys are trying to talk to them because they're not the guys that they want. That's just the guy that hasn't gotten around to being red-pilled yet. That's it. All the guys that I see in the gym, that I see in the stores, car meets, all the guys that I see still approaching women are the guys that have not been hurt or came across the red pill yet. Those are guys that get friend zoned so fast that they don't even realize that they would never get close to the woman. The guy that goes to the gym and helps the girl work out, he's never going to get close to the woman. You're never going to be there. You're just a tool. The real men are afraid to walk up to women. They're afraid to help a woman. They're afraid to say certain things to women. They're afraid to compliment a woman. So women have put men in a position to fear what comes out of their mouth. So ultimately, you have men walking around on eggshells whenever it comes to women, which is going to make them nervous. So when guys sit down and talk to women now, it makes them look weak because a man is trying to think of the things that are coming out of his mouth to make sure they're not offensive.
And remember, that's never going to work with women, because nothing you say, you could think all you want. You be thinking of what to say when your actions is going to prove everything. Your actions going to prove everything. Because you know they running around here and they battling that mental illness so tough that they confused, right? Because when you give a little kid an option, when you give them too many options, they going to choose nothing. So this is what he talking about.
It's your baby. Okay, I need everyone to come together and come up with a solution for this problem. Hear me out. Out enjoying myself. A gentleman. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Oh, thank you so much. Go back to enjoying myself. Gentlemen. So, what do you... Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have time to talk right now. I'm actually focused. I have something to do, but thank you so much for the compliment. Go back to enjoying myself. Gentlemen. Oh, that was wrong with y'all. Right there. Right there. What happened? Why did you get mad? Why are you upset that you gave her a compliment? She said thank you. You wanted to keep talking, but she can't talk because she actually doing something. And then she don't want to waste your time or waste hers, and she told you no. What happened right there, sir? Why are you upset? She didn't give you enough attention. No. Your ego? No. You wanted to play with her and waste her time, and she didn't want to do it? No. Like, what is it? I don't want to keep guessing, sir. What's the problem? Why are you upset? Why can't you accept the fact that she respecting and not waste nobody's time? God, digital. What do you want? Huh?
Kind of aggravated that these guys are trying to talk to him because they're not the guys that they want. That's just the guy that hasn't gotten around to being red pilled yet. That's it. All the guys that I see in the gym, that I see in the stores, car meets, all the guys that I see still approaching women are the guys that have not been hurt or came across the red pill yet. Those are guys that get friend zoned so fast that they don't even realize that they would never get close to the woman. The guy that goes to the gym and helps the girl work out, he's never going to get close to the woman. You're never going to be there. You're just a tool. The real men are afraid to walk up to women. They're afraid to help a woman. They're afraid to say certain things to women. They're afraid to compliment a woman. So women have put men in a position to fear what comes out of their mouth. So ultimately, you have men walking around on eggshells whenever it comes to women, which is going to make them nervous. So when guys sit down and talk to women now, it makes them look weak because a man is trying to think of the things that are coming out of his mouth to make sure they're not offensive. That's what women don't understand. You cannot have regular conversations with guys no more because a guy doesn't know how far to take it. A guy doesn't know if he's saying something right or wrong, because when it's all said and done and you go to push harassment charges or you go to tell somebody he's doing something wrong, they don't know who to believe because they're going to start off believing the woman first. That's what women don't understand. You place men in a position to literally walk away from you and to avoid you, but gravitate towards the easier woman. See, now guys are kind of like, you know what? I don't want to go on a date. I don't want to get to know her, but I do want sex. Maybe I should just pay for it. That's what guys are looking at now. Paying for it or passport bros. You know, like the passport bro thing is growing now, but that's not going to really have an effect on feminism. It's going to have an effect on just guys being satisfied with other women in other countries. I always tell guys, you can go overseas, but the girls you're going to get over there, you can easily go to Los Angeles and Miami and get those same type of girls. But
and I told y'all, this my mentor.
Become full.
If I told y'all this is my mentor, then y'all seeing where I get my ideologies from. Y'all seeing where I'm getting my blueprint from. Because it's always good to check and test every spirit. Anybody telling you something, you want to know as much information about that motherfucker as possible. And I'm just that transparent. I have nothing to hide. This is where I learned. When I came to the red pill, I came fresh out of the psychology class and social studies, and I said, hey, they got some thing called the manosphere that you need to pay attention to. So I came to the internet, and my first channel was AMS, and AMS was talking good stuff about Anthony Spade. So then I went and checked out Anthony Spade, and I had took a liking to Anthony Spade a little bit more than I liked AMS. And AMS was the guy that's the godfather. AMS the godfather of this shit. You know what I mean? And as you can see, he stayed low key, he stayed underground. He ain't a look at me type dude, you know what I mean? And he was popping before Kevin Samuels was popping. Salute to Kevin Samuels, who made the red pill thing viral. Like Kevin put it on the mainstream. You know what I mean? But these guys right here, very well effective.
Really scared to talk to a woman, to pursue a woman, to get a woman is where women are going to lose, because the guys that they want may be attracted to them, but his fear of what can happen is what's going to slow him down. Let's go ahead and get those. Yo, we got 221 people in here. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's definitely get those likes up, man. Get those.
Exactly, guys. We talking real shit today, guys. We talking real stuff. Big time man talk. Because a lot of y'all beat yourself up, bro. And or you leave these bitches alone, bro. They finna destroy. They finna self-destruct. It's just nothing but bodies running around with no head. They finna destroy each other. You take a step back and work on yourself and work on your purpose, King. We talking big facts today. Hit that like button, yo. 200 people in here. Hit that like button. Let's get it to at least 65. Let's get it to at least 65, guys.
Bro, if you do me a favor, bro, donate or just hit the like button. That's all I ask. Donate or hit the like button. I'll be going in. Donate or hit the like button. All right. Next, she's been brainwashed to look at only the worst in men. All right. Understand that. This is a hurt piece. And the reason why it's a hurt piece to the feminist woman and the man is just that she's going to be talking to every guy as if he's a bad guy. And they typically are only going to do this with good guys. Feminists make good men look like the bad guy because that's the only type of guy that she could use her power on. What do I mean? Feminists cannot collide with a strong man. Understand that. When feminists come across a strong man and they know that he's strong, they try their best to shut up and walk away from the situation. That's what most feminists are going to do. That's what you're going to notice. A feminist is in control when there's a whole bunch of beta males around.
That's why you ain't see none of them, near one of them jump on my link. Anytime they start yapping and capping in my chat, I drop the link and you near one of them jump on that link, bro. Because they ain't strong as they claim to be.
When there's a whole bunch of queer type dudes that are around, a whole bunch of artsy dudes that are around, people she could talk to and dominate, the type of man that she could beat up. But when she gets around a real man, all of that doesn't work. All of that goes out the door. Why? Because when it comes to a real man, she can't control her emotions. Big shout outs to XL Pro with the $5 on Cash Out. Really appreciate it. When it comes across a real man, she's going to be naturally attracted to this guy because he has the dominant features that women are attracted to, regardless.
And that's why yesterday, if y'all saw my video where I explained to you how to raise your daughter, I told you to make sure your daughter get her education so she could fall back on that and she don't have to fall back on relying on a beta male provider. You know what I mean? Because it's a big difference. When a woman see you as a beta male provider, she treats you different. When she see you as an alpha sigma male, she treats you different. You see, she give you your money. She give you her money. She gathering up. She's scrambling and she getting 2 and 3 jobs to work something and build something with you. Now, when she see you as a beta male provider, bro, all you could do is sponsor her. She see you as sponsorship.
So what she says, women are going to always be attracted to the dominant vessel because they're always seeking a leader. Whenever they're trying to be a leader, they're just trying to prove something to somebody thinking that there's a reward for that. There's no reward for being a feminist. A feminism is cool between 18 and 29. To a woman, it is cool. But as she starts to get closer to 30, that's when a lot of depression starts to kick in. That's when it's like, am I going to die alone? Am I going to be alone? I don't need a man. I don't want a man. By the time
Like
she
y'all
gets to
want
35
people
and
to
she
get
ain't
up
got no...
and get out the house and go put money into a day where y'all don't even value mothers. Y'all don't value them. Y'all treat them like shit. There's no resources. They don't give a fuck. You go to work and your kid gets sick and now you can't go back to work. Who came up with this shit? Who came up with this shit? Who came up with this shit?
Oh man, then it's going to be extremely hard for her to get a man because of her. That's what you have to realize. The more you want something really bad and the more time goes by that you don't get it, the more you start to realize, you start to think that there is no hope that it is going to happen. And then you start to hate it. That's how feminists are.
That's how people are in general. People that see failure as final. You know what I mean? They don't see failure as learning, so they never get back up on the horse, right? They fail one time and then they hate the horse, and then you'll see them. Those be the people that's on the sideline just hating relationships because they tried a little relationship. It ain't work out because they didn't have the proper skills to work it out anyway from jump, and they never went to go get the skills so that they could learn. Like, oh, all right, I got skills. This shit ain't easy. This shit ain't hard, but I got skills. So they fell, and then now they just sucking on lemons and shit, just frowned up. Hey, anything that resemble love, they hate it. And this is the land of you. Welcome to YouTube, because there's a lot of motherfuckers on here, men and women. But we got a question in the house. Ask your question. Kiki, ask your question, Kiki. The biggest casualty of feminism are black women. Y'all ladies better start waking up. That's a fact, bro. And we told y'all, we rolled it out. We told y'all that feminism wasn't even y'all battle. Feminism wasn't y'all battle. And they brainwashed y'all with this right to vote. When if you in the crib and in the church with your black man, why the fuck do you need a right to vote? Why did you allow them to trick you into thinking you needed an independent right to vote when you was with your family, man? You was with your family. And they was bugging out. They was doing all that extra shit. The white women, that is. Salute to my white brothers, my brothers, because I know what y'all went through. I know what y'all, I do my research. I read, so I know what y'all went through. Y'all was busting their ass trying to get them back in our house. But, bro, it's more them than it is us. It's more them. That go for y'all too. But in any event, sisters, y'all took the bait. And to the lady that just asked, who invented this shit? Who invented? Yo, that's it. That you took the bait. But what's the question? No doubt, my God, DeMario, what's up, man? Salute to you, man. No doubt, yo. Conscious African, what's going on, my guy? Caucasian African, what's going on, my guy? Oh, you ain't got a question? Did I answer your question, Kiki? Did I answer? I must have answered it. You know, I be going.
They're strong, but they want to be in love. No matter what they say, they want to be in love. But what feminists would try to convince you is, I don't want to be married.
That's that battle. That's the mental illness. That's the mental illness. They fighting demons. That's the demon they fighting. Society, they friends, and a weak ass environment of failure people that don't want to get back on the horse and try again, or they don't want to go get the information that they need to get on the horse and win. They sit around them. You know what I mean? And they listen to that shit, but biologically, God created us. We children of God. You know what I mean? We can act as dumb as we want, but it's things in us that remind us of that. So I don't need a man or you want, but that coochie get the throbbing. You need a man, sis. You want a man, sis. You want a man, sis. Yeah, because it's not natural. It's not natural. Down to the way we reproduce, it's teamwork. So to be so independent is not natural. And you too, sir. Sir, I don't need no bitch. Bro, bruh, bruh, you need to get rid of that wrath. Because that's the seven deadly sin, and that shit is not natural. It's not natural. It's not what our natural biology tell us. Now I understand what you let the devil tell you, but that fight, you got to win, and you got to lean more along the side of good. Stop working with evil. Lean more of the side of good. All right? Let's stop getting distracted by this color shit. It's about good versus evil. Lean more towards the side of good. All right? I mean, but I'll digress. You choose your own fate. You know what I mean? 'Cause can't nobody tell me how to live. I know how y'all get. I know how y'all is with your hard head helmet on. Y'all niggas got the know-it-all helmet on. I know. It sickens y'all, yo. It sickens y'all. Cause I know how your mama raised y'all.
Not just my delivery, it hurts your feelings to know that all this time you thought your mother or your father had it figured out and they did not. They raised you in a way that has you conditioned to believe that your habits and the things that you have your mind set on are not going to put you in a position of forward progress. A lot of y'all and I'm speaking like this without cursing because a lot of y'all inboxed me earlier and, it really touched you in a, good way. Y'all was letting me know, the video earlier really touched you in a good way when I really started speaking on how our children get of age like we do. Some point in their life, they get to a certain age where they realize you didn't teach me anything of value. You only bought me stuff. You only purchased me material stuff and spent time with me, but the time wasn't even valuable because you didn't leave me with any nuggets to make it out here. So we watch our children repeat the same generational curses that we've repeated for decades, and a lot of y'all is sad because instead of confronting that, you deflect. You come on my page and you don't understand the responsibility of the content that you're listening to. You don't understand the weight of what this carries.
And I tell you that all of the time. This not one of them bullshit channels, yo. This an infotainment channel. This not straight entertainment. So if you come in here looking for the clown nigga circus, it's not gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? People say I'm funny, but I really don't be trying to be funny, bro. Entertaining, yeah, but I don't be trying to be funny. I be dead ass serious, yo. And salute to my guy, man. Curtis is on the money right now, man. Curtis, somebody else said some good shit. Demario is on he's on the something right there, boy. He on the something, boy. Understand though, but understand God did want us to have a woman because he created two of them for us. You know what I mean? But he don't want us to have no savage. He want us to have a woman. What these modern things are is not woman, bro. It's not woman. In 1969, they wrote out this new woman, this new black woman thing, and it ain't been right since. Go back and do your research. They wrote it out, bro. A new black woman. They started making songs for them and all of that. They really started pumping them up, and they just yo, son, we got to even try to pull them down or just leave them alone. Let them float, float on. You know what I mean, guys? Salute to the breast squad, yo. We getting stronger. The truth cannot be denied.
I don't want to have kids. Girls like me just want to have fun. We don't want to be out here doing that. It's funny in their 20-year-olds, the 20-year-olds say that. In their 20s, they say that. But women over 35 through 45 don't say that. You don't hear women at 35, 45 saying, I don't want a man.
And that's the problem, right? All we got in these spaces, salute to my sisters with sense, are those type of women that are older and they done did their dirt when there was no internet and there was no red pill. And I know if those women had the red pill, maybe or maybe not. But when they was in their heyday, they ran them up. Now they understand it, but they don't understand the biology in men. We enter that relationship store later than y'all. So when we do get in that store, we ain't really looking for nothing that was in that store for a very long time. We looking for something that might have came up in that store when we got to go up in that store. You see how that works, sisters? So I get that y'all really nice people and that I might be triggering y'all, you know what I mean? But not all. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm talking about, right, man? You know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all have fun. Y'all have fun, man. I used to sit there in high school and shit and just look at this bitch. Now, granted, I wasn't this red pill, but I knew I was anti-society like a motherfucker. I knew all about the girls that one summer she went away skinny. The next September she came back swollen, looking like if you put a pin to her, she was gonna ooze out motherfucking depot shot. So I knew back then, and I mean my moms ain't have no filter either. So my mom used to talk to us like she used to expose us. She used to put us in grown folks' business. So we knew a lot.
I don't need a man. I'm fine by myself just doing this. No, you don't see that. Maybe some that have been like married before and married for a good bit of time, they may say it. But for most women out here, when they get to around 30, 35, they know what it is. They're like, child, I need a man. That's what I need. I need a man. I'm getting sick of being alone. I'm getting sick of watching TV at night. My dog is cool, but my dog can't hug me. My dog can't do that. Women start to reach that pinnacle where they start to realize, like, maybe the brainwashing has gone too far. It goes far, but once it reaches a certain scale, it's completely over. That's what she's not realizing. The brainwashing hurts. And the reason why it hurts so bad is because she's naturally the weaker vessel, pretending to be the stronger vessel, but she only sees her reality when she confines herself or pushes herself to a weaker man. You guys go ahead and keep getting those likes up. 233 people in here, 130 likes. Let's at least get me to 233 likes. Let's at least donate, show some love or something. All right.
Facts, guys. We going in with the truth today, guys. We took the layers off today and we got to the bone. You know what I mean? So hold the channel down with a tip. Hold the channel down with a tip. The like button, guys. That's what I mean by a tip. The like button is it.
Next, this is going to be the biggest thing that keeps them single. Debates. Not only debates about men and women, who's stronger, who's not, but debates about who pays for stuff. See, she wants to show you that she can compete with you financially. She can compete with you intellectually. She can compete with you with this. But what she's not realizing is debates are not attractive. And I told black women that. They say, why you don't date black chicks? I say, because black women think it's cute to start arguments and fights and then want to make up and break up.
That's how they raise, a spade. They raised to think crazy is a flex. They all walking around here knowing that they need to lay on somebody's couch and get that shit removed. But they don't. They don't. Don't nobody want to invest. They'll gamble. They'll go to Atlantic City. They'll go to Vegas. And they'll gamble their ass off for that instant gratification. Ask them to invest in their mentality. Ask them to invest in their mental health. And this niggas is grabbing their pockets. Niggas is they Jewish. They turn into one of them Jewish dudes. Stingy when it come to investing in self. It's sad, boy. But this is what he talking about when they want to play Let's Pretend.
The only time having a boyfriend is worth it
is when
he is able to fully support you and pay all your bills. I said it.
Yeah, you said it. But wouldn't it just be so much easier to admit that one is broke and can't actually handle being an adult and paying one's own bills?
He's not your husband. If you're going to be a girlfriend to someone, he needs to be paying all your bills. Otherwise, why is he there? What is his purpose?
Well, I could think of several reasons, actually, but what do I know?
If he's not, he's just a boyfriend. Meaning if he leaves you, and a boyfriend is not a legal title.
Congratulations for figuring that part out.
If he leaves you and promises you marriage, leaves you with nothing, you get nothing.
At least they understand the basics.
But if he's paying all your bills, you're able to save money, you're able to invest into businesses that you want to do. If he leaves you, you're leaving with something else at the end of it.
Another example of a strong, independent woman who can stand on their own 2 feet. Not at all a gold digger.
But to date a guy and be someone's girlfriend for free?
Is it just me, or is some women completely lost when it comes to actually understanding what the concept of dating is?
Being someone's girlfriend is not worth it, okay? No. If you're going to be a girlfriend, he needs to be paying a bill or two. These bills are due. I'm not usually anyone's girlfriends, but I'll make that exception for you if you're willing to pay some bills. If you're willing to pay a bill or two.
I can just imagine all the men running to that woman's profile to take advantage of that situation.
The brainwashing hurts. And the reason why it hurts so bad is because she's naturally the weaker vessel, pretending to be the stronger vessel, but she only sees her reality when she confines herself or pushes herself to a weaker man. You guys go ahead and keep getting those likes up. 233 people in here, 130 likes. Let's at least get me to 233 likes. Let's at least donate, show some love or something. All right. Next, this is going to be the biggest thing that keeps them single. Debates. Not only debates about men and women, who's stronger, who's not, but debates about who pays for stuff. See, she wants to show you that she can compete with you financially. She can compete with you intellectually. She can compete with you with this. But what she's not realizing is debates are not attractive. And I told black women that. They say, why you don't date black chicks? I say, because black women think it's cute to start arguments and fights and then want to make up and break up. The black intellectual, big shout outs, bro. He says, dropping some love for my bro. Big shout outs, bro. Really appreciate it. I tell black women all the time, when you want a man to like you, you're gonna challenge him and see how hard he can argue. And then when you run his blood pressure up and he starts screaming and yelling, then you start to become attracted to that. But you done threw the man all out of character in order for him to prove to you that he's a man and that he's tough. That's where the problem's at. Women don't even know how to be real feminists. They want to argue, fight. The guy that can argue and fight with me the most and stand his ground is who we're gonna love. All right, cool. You're testing the guy. But as you test the guy and you're running his blood pressure up to see who he is, he's losing interest into you while you're gaining attraction to him. That's where they lose at. They don't even understand that they're losing just because of that. She is going to be attracted to the guy that's combative with her, to the guy that says, listen, I ain't arguing with you. I don't even want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with that. Fuck that. Go over there. I don't want to do that. The guy that argues with her would never get close. All these dudes that be on the panels with these women, they don't never win. The only ones that are winning are like fresh and fit in them. They're the only ones that's winning because they know their core audience. They know what to do. But when you go look at a lot of these other panels out here where people are doing panels, this ain't nothing but a bunch of beta males sitting around allowing the feminist women to.
Oh man, he cooked them. He cooking it. He's right. He's right. He's right. A bunch of men on a panel with a bunch of modern women who ain't got no swag, no good looks, no personality, and y'all sitting there letting them talk. And man, get the fuck out of here, boy. If you ain't talking good stuff and in your femininity, like LaFay or the women that you see on my channel, you ain't getting on here. You ain't getting on. And if you come on here with that nigga shit, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. And I'm kicking you off. I can't believe. But he ain't lying. He's spot on, bro. A bunch of beta males and modern women just arguing and shit. Two entitled motherfuckers. Hell of a son. Single mama raised boys and single mama raised girls just arguing and shit. Both of them little titled niggas, y'all. Both of them ain't trying to do no work. Both of them feel entitled to somebody else's success. Can't make this shit up, bro.
To control the narratives of what's going on. So when women become a debatable woman, men no longer look at them as submissive creatures anymore. They start to put them on an equal scale. Once a man puts a woman on his equal scale intellectually and physically, he loses all respect for her on the sexual side. So a lot of these guys that are debating these women are the guys that women do not want, but ultimately would be the guys that if they get in with the women, they will get played. That's the downfall of it. That's the downfall of all of it. So men are going to ultimately win no matter what whenever it comes to feminists, because feminists are trapped inside of a hold on. Because feminists are trapped inside of a delusional world where they think they're suffering from problems that they've never been through. Like I said, you got to always compare it to people that slavery this, slavery that. They got so much passion for slavery, but they never been a slave. Big shout outs to Drew W with the $20. Really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That brag about slavery and never been through it. That's what women do. They've chosen. Let's bring up the past. Let's bring up 1945. Let's bring up 1960s and use that to be argumentative now when it's not even needed. At the time where man and woman needed themselves the most, is the time that men and women are separated. Like right now, do you know how many women have to pay all of their bills by themselves? And they're thinking about the job they work at, how much credit card bills are, how much rent is, how much is a car note, how much all these things are. Women are sitting back thinking about it.
Like y'all want people to get up and get out the house and go put money into a day where y'all don't even value mothers. Y'all don't value them. Y'all treat them like shit. There's no resources. They don't give a fuck. You go to work and your kid gets sick and now you can't go back to work. Who came up with this shit? Who came up with this shit? Who came up with this shit?
All these bills I gotta pay. I gotta pay this for the rest of my life, which means that I'm going to be working for the rest of my life. I need a man, but I think I'm better than a man. That's the problem. See, they're gonna go spend money on colleges, run themselves in debt, and they're gonna build up a whole nother debt system.
Pink tax, guys. Go look it up. Go look up pink tax tonight. That's your homework for class tonight, guys. Look up what the pink tax is. Then I'll do a video on the pink tax. I give you 15 reasons why they need a man. I give you 15 pink tax reasons they need a man. But we're gonna let them play.
That they're gonna find themselves working for the rest of their life trying to get out of that debt system because a man is not there to help them out. So you would notice that a lot of feminists, when they want to change up, they're going to try to aim for the top-notch dude. But the top-notch dude would be like, man, ain't nobody get ready to argue with you all day. I'm not getting ready to go spend $300 on a fucking meal just for you to try to sit back and try to beat me to paying the bill, or you want to sit at the fucking table and talk about women's rights. Fuck out of here. Guys ain't trying to do that. And by the time they get closer to 30, it's going to start lightening up. Then when they hit 30, it's going to be like, hold up, shit. I want to date, but I don't have time to date because I got to go work 80 hours a week to pay back all my bills from all these certificates and colleges that I've been through.
Bingo.
They have set themselves up to be a workhorse for the rest of their life in the more.
Poverty is the most expensive thing you could choose to stay in because a lot of y'all is in poverty, but y'all dressing your little cage up. You dress your poverty cage up to your comfort, and then you fly around your cage as if y'all trap monkeys. That cage door wide open, and it's other brothers in the sky flying, soaring around. You choose to stay in poverty, so you choose to foot that bill because it's a lot expensive to front. Yes, it's expensive to stay behind that mask and play a double-sided person. Know what I'm talking about?
The workhorse they are, the higher their sex drives are going to be, which is why you see so many independent women slutted out. That's one thing that you guys would know. The girl that works at your job is always the easiest one to sleep with. It's not even necessarily the sluts, because sluts start to develop an ego on their own where they're like, oh, the guys, they all want to fuck me. I'm going to pick and choose who I want to fuck. Even a slut start acting like she too good. But when you come across a feminist woman will act like she's strong until her sexual desires go up. Next thing you know, she going to be trying to be somebody's side chick, or she going to be trying to find her a little fuck buddy on the side because she don't work so hard that her sex drives are higher.
And not only, guys, right? She works hard and she get a bag. Yo, these chicks get the bag, right? So then they go and they live in nice neighborhoods, family orientated neighborhoods, because that's where the nice neighborhoods is. So now they're living next to successful men, alpha males who got families. So these chicks become side chicks to rich niggas. You know what I mean? Instead of settling to build and help build their own man that match with them, they would rather be a side chick to a rich nigga and hope one day that he leave his wife, which he's not gonna do for her. That's how that go down, bro.
Right? This is how men win in the end, because these girls are gonna become very good in the bedroom, but they're not gonna be good to be a girlfriend. All right.
Casual,
so what I want to do now
recreational
is,
use.
you guys just heard me spit.
Recreational use only, guys. That's what we just spelt out there. Thank you, my guy, A Spade, for that sermon. I can't wait till you go live again. You know what I mean? So I could donate. You know what I mean? You already know, man. This was a real important live. We got one more day in our simp week. You know what I mean? Our hell of a son week. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell, you must know I'm a New York fan, bro. Nah, Scorpion on Princess. Salute to Boston, but no Celtics. Or the Red Sox. Celtics or the Red Sox. Yeah, guys. But that pink tax is real, guys. They end up in debt and they need you to dig them out. Remember, guys, down to our laws and the way society is built for them to inherit their wealth through us. They are not wealthy without us. They're not. They need us, you know what I mean? Think about it. We're not memorable without them, but we're wealthy, you know what I mean? Remember, we playing the game different. Guys play the game to put up the high score. So we good with just playing, putting up the points. Women, they play the game to spend the points. So after each quarter, they trying to spend all the points that they just scored. You know what I mean? And together, we create a nice little balance of wealth and experience. Women are the experience, men are the wealth. But see, the woman can't create the experience without the wealth. So they can front and eat crab legs all day, but we know what time it is, y'all. And that's the end right there, guys. Feminism sold them a lemon. And the ones that got that little nasty attitude, they be sucking on that lemon all day, just walking around here with their face like, know what I mean? Salute to the Breath Squad, man. Love y'all. Nigeria in the building, man. Let's give me some. Let me exit on some shout outs, man. Let me exit on some shout outs. Hit the music, gang. Smooth one today. Smooth one. Don't forget, guys, hit the like button anytime you're ready. All right, who we got? We got Caucasian African. Salute, my guy. Next time I see you, I definitely toss you a wrench. Next time I see you, I toss you a wrench. Anderson, Simpson, you too. Next time I see you in the chat, I toss you a wrench. Scorpion, what's going on, Scorpion? Timbo, what's going on, Timbo? My guy, Toxic Ring Scandals, 6-figure nigga. 7, what's going on, 7? You know I saw you. I think I know I hit you with a. I think I hit you with a motherfucking wrench. 7, I ain't hit 7 with a wrench. That's the homie from my community tab, yo. We be pissing them off over there. Oh, I didn't. There you go, 7. You clipped up now, 7. We gonna need you. We gonna need you, Sevy. We gonna need you. Word. Zuma Duma. I think I seen you in here before. I'm gonna check for you next time, Zuma Duma. Thank you, my guy. My guy, one mic, so focused. Zone, co-producer. Living Paradox. I like that name. Ain't nobody had time for all that drama. I want a piece of it. I like that name, bro. I like my guy DeMaro, definitely. When I see you, and I think I hit you with one just cause I felt your spirit on some, you know what I mean? I read spirit, bro. Fuck how you look, fuck how you sound, fuck what you say. I read spiritual energy very, very well. You know what I mean? Sheldon, what up, Sheldon? Benji, what's going on, Benji? Curtis, what's going on, Curtis? I'm gonna see you next time, Curtis. Ghost, what's going on, Ghost? Sup, Cortez, what's going on? I'm gonna see you next time. Kiki, do you love me? Why you ran? I thought you had a question, but I guess not. Jared from Subways, man, you get the hell out of my chat, nigga. You getting blocked just for that, bro. King Grove, what's going on? Salute to King Grove, bro. Allison, what's going on? Allison, I think I know who this is, B, and that's a damn shame, yo. You old women gotta stay up out my chat, and you gotta stay up out your feelings. Who we got? Hamburger Man. What's going on, brother? XL to the Prizzo. Kian. Cool 7. Fly Valley, salute. Marcus, what's going on, Marcus? Too Fast, Too Furious. We got David in the house. We got AWOL. Kim, that's my girl, Kim. Kim been down since day one, yo. Kim is the original, huh? Mrs. Goodbrad, probably like 2 other females, is one of the original Good Money girls. Goodbrad girls, yo. She been down since day one, y'all. You know what I mean? Sometimes she don't always comment in the chat, but she be sniping. She be waiting for y'all little rowdy bitches that think y'all saying something, think y'all be eating. You know y'all ones that be trying to eat at my expense. There's two. We be having hitters in the chat, y'all. Salute to the righteous fear, man. Salute to the righteous fear. Salute to the good brads. Salute to my sisters with sense, man. Man, yo, this is not a job, yo. This is a hobby, and it's easy when the love is returned. You know what I mean, y'all? Appreciate y'all. Nobody give me nothing in life, bro. But what y'all give me from these little 1 hour sessions, hour and a half sessions is everything, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly, and try not to play with your life, yo. For real. And activate the knowledge, man. Play this live again and again, yo. It's that useful, guys. I'll see y'all later, man.
Get ready with me to tell my best friend that her baby daddy is my baby daddy. My best friend's daughter is 7 years old, and we have been best friends for about 11 years. I always hated my best friend's baby daddy, and I told her that he wasn't any good. I feel like she never listened to me, and I guess over time he kind of grew on me, but I never let her know that. I always wanted a happy family, and I see how good he treated her. So I guess you could say I wanted the same thing. But my dating life wasn't going that good, and one day I decided to go out. To my surprise, my friend's baby daddy was there, and he was the only person I knew. So we kind of just talked. And one thing led to another. We decided that it was best not to tell her. So we kept this going for about 1.5 years. I told my best friend I was pregnant, but when she asked who the baby daddy was, I told her it was like a one-night stand type of thing. But she's my best friend, so it's like, how long am I going to continue lying to her? I feel like it's a good idea to tell her today. Honestly, it's not that I don't think he's a good man, but I just don't think he's the man for her. My best friend knows I care about her, and I would never do anything to harm her. I did tell him, like, he should just, leave her first, and then I tell her, but he's acting like he doesn't want to leave, so I'm just gonna have her leave him. And then he'll realize that the only option he has is to be with me and raise our kids together. You don't even have a man, so don't worry about me taking my best friend man. But my best friend does know how to fight, so I really appreciate y'all can wish me luck in the comments. But even if she beat me up, that's still not gonna get her man back, so.
Single mom. Of course I chose a man to leave me during my pregnancy because I wanted the added responsibility of taking care of one human by myself. God, I love hard work. I'm a black single mom. Of course we just want to lock our kids in the room eat crab legs with our homegirls, and drink Casamigos. I'm a black single mom. Of course I wear my bonnet everywhere, especially when I go begging to the defects office for food assistance and Medicaid. I'm a black single mom. Of course the goal is always to be on Section 8 because we don't really want to pay bills anyway. I'm a black single mom. Of course the $37 in child support I get is going to cover my bills, my hair, my nails, and your child's needs as well. I'm a black single mom. Of course I get mad when black men tell me I'm gonna die alone as single mom because they're all going overseas to find a wife that's submissive, puts them first, and plays dumb while they're cheating on them.
So I gotta narrate this one I see. So of course, this is the kid from the last time, and he got another girl that sit there and just put a mouth on anything, just to top off in broad daylight, just got balls in the mouth, just for free. Ain't nobody force her. Look at her, she marketing it. And you know, men gonna be men. So he telling her like, yo, when he finished with her neck gonna be like that. Gonna be the size of that Henny bottle. That's what he telling her. And you know what I mean? These chicks would rather be with a bear. Some of them would rather be with a bear, but I don't know. I guess this one don't want to be with a bear. She want the size of her neck to be that Henny bottle. So let's see if she take the bait. Clearly ain't nobody forcing her. Y'all see, ain't nobody touching her, ain't nobody forcing her. I mean, this is weird anyway, because I don't know why you'd feel comfortable being the only female dressed like that in the room with full of niggas. But clearly she gonna take him to the bathroom and show her that she's the goat throat. You know what I mean? And that's how they get down though, guys. But remember, it's easy for them to play dumb and hit you with a Me Too. So you be careful and you make sure you know what you're doing. Because they not taught, they not raised how to be wives, but they damn sure know how to do this. And this is why they not raised on how to be wives though, guys. Quiet as cat.
Do you think that women should be raising their daughters to be with the man or to be wives?
Let me say this. You went to school in a predominantly white community. And I actually heard some white folks say that they were raising their children to go to school and to find a husband and to find the best one suitor that they could find, whether it be an athlete or whatever. And I thought that was so fucked up. I really did. I thought that was just so fucked up.
But some people would say that's what's wrong with the black community. We aren't raising our children.
I'm raising my children
to be mates to each other.
I have no problem with you being a mate, but I'm not raising you to go find a man in college so that you can get married and become his wife or his whatever. I'm raising you to be a very productive individual to where you can compete in this world to be a successful person. Necessarily raising you to be somebody's wife, being successful. Now, I'm not saying being somebody's wife is not successful. I'm saying raising you to think that that's all life has to offer you is fucked up.
That's exactly why they dumb, yo. That's why they doing this. This the same guy.
Flex or no?
Of course.
Yeah.
I've had several.
Oh, I can show you, but I can tell you. But
Have video representation.
You want to find out real quick?
Yes. Can we? Y'all can leave. Y'all can. No, you can
right
find
now,
out right now.
Right now. You ready?
Right now?
Are you sure you ready?
I'm so serious.
Are you?
Come on, I'll be back. Come on,
All right, you. Wait, we did it. I'm sorry, y'all.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.